All I hear is talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. But she be down the ride, oh, I bet that. Ooh.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is J.H. How you doing, Postal family? Is everybody good? Is everybody cool? Everybody clean? Are you crisp? Are you feeling irie today? Let's talk. Fight like hell. Fight like hell. I don't really like wearing red, but in solidarity and support of my fellow brothers and sisters, we shall talk. Now, we gonna deal with the elephant in the room. Everyone continues talking about fear-mongering. I went on Saeed's channel and somebody said, don't listen to Jay, all he talks about is negative. Now, if you feel like it's negative, I respect your opinion. But it's not negative, it's reality. So what we're actually going to talk about a new bill that was introduced that might be helpful to counteract the other two bills that were proposed. Let's get one thing straight. If you think the USPS bills aren't a threat, you're either uninformed or ignorant in history. I've heard it all before. It's fear-mongering. The USPS and the Constitution, they can't touch it. These bills will never pass. But here's the hard truth. Those who scream fear-mongering are often the ones that don't know the facts or the history. I'm gonna break it down for you just because this isn't about politics. It's about survival of an American institution. Number one, someone made a comment about 200,000. Where is that even coming from? Well, let's educate you, shall we? The fact of the matter is, in 1999, which was about 25 years ago, there was 800,000 employees that worked for the post office. Today, the actual number is 568,000. That's about 250,000 jobs less in 25 years. You can go and do the research yourself. So when I say, hey, look at this individual that's speaking about it. Again, the video wasn't a Democrat, it was a Republican. I put it out there for you to listen to. 250,000 jobs less in 25 years. So when the individual said it could be up to 200,000 jobs lost, there's the facts for you. There it is. Good middle-class jobs that support families like yours and communities. It's not a statistic, it's a warning sign. The USPS is systematically weakened and these new bills are designed to finish the job. Bills like the S1006 and others targeting union dues and payroll deductions aren't just a political theater. They're part of a larger effort to either privatize the USPS or make it a for-profit organization. Service cuts, etc. The USPS workforce has cut over 30%. We dropping facts for those ones that say, no, it can't happen. Facts. Look it up for yourself. You done got the old man angry because your ignorance. It can never happen. It's happened. It's in the Constitution. They can't touch it. We've heard this one before. But the Constitution gives the Congress the power to regulate the Postal Service, and Congress has been doing that with the disastrous results. The Postal Accountability Enhancement Act in 2006, the bill that forced the USPS to pre-fund retiree health benefits in 75 years in advance, is the one that we're dealing with right now that's crippling our finances. It passed, and the big reason why the USPS is in trouble. So the Constitution can't save the post office if bad legislation is put forward. If these bills are crafted in the right way, and they will be, they can pass because you think you're intelligent enough to be smarter than these people that sit in Congress and in the Senate, that all their job is to have people working 24/7, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to craft these bills. That's what they do. They craft these bills to put them in or slip them in somewhere. These bills will never pass. Here's one thing. Bills pass all the time, even when they seem unlikely. Politicians are experts at sneaking controversial measures into larger must-pass bills. A lot of people don't pay attention to what's going on in the country. I get it. But if you're uninformed and you're unaware, you can't say it can't happen. They use budget reconciliation, attached riders, and exploits crises to push through legislation. It's not forget the power of lobbying and special interests. If there's money to be made by privatizing the USPS or weakening unions, you can bet there are people working overtime to make it happen. We've heard it. You said it wasn't happening with Wells Fargo. Finally, you hear it come to fruition. You're like, oh, maybe it was. Those that said, oh, it didn't happen. Look, it's coming to fruition. Then why do y'all keep judging me and saying, hey, Jay, you tripping? Jay's trying to pass you information. You call it fear mongering. Close your ears. Do it to Joy. I don't want to hear it. Job cuts are already happening and it'll make it worse. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Job cuts. It shrunk over 30% in 25 years. That's not a statistic. Hundreds of thousands of families losing their livelihoods. And if these new bills pass, it's going to get worse. Privatization means fewer jobs, lower wages, and reduced benefits. It means replacing good unionized jobs with low-paying non-union gigs. Has it happened before? All the freaking time, man. If you think it's fear-mongering, you're ignoring the facts. 250,000 people, jobs that are gone. 30% of the workforce eliminated. It's not speculation, it's history. People used to sort mail by hand. It is now being done by robot and machines. I work at the plant. Stop being so freaking tunnel vision versus being versatile. Look at the big picture. Some of my people are idiots. I get it. You want to be ignorant because you don't want to see what's going on around you. But if I'm sharing some information, you can't sit there and say, oh, Jay is a bad guy for sharing information. How I deliver my message is how the fuck I deliver my message. I don't like your titles, Jay. Say that shit to YouTube. Here's a fucking back behind the scenes thing. YouTube Studio creates these titles that I put up there for you. I don't do that shit. They come up with it. But y'all too ignorant. Oh, you make these, Jay. No, I let it watch the video and it comes up with a title. You know why? Because it needs you to watch the video. You click, YouTube gets more views. That's how it works. So, oh, Jay, you doing this. They generate my damn thumbnails as well. Come on, man. But there's a H Resolution 70, a glimmer of hope, but it's not enough. It was introduced into the 119th Congress to combat privatization just the other day. It expresses the sense of the House and Congress should take all appropriate measures to ensure the USPS remains an independent establishment of the federal government. This is a step in the right direction, but let's be clear. Resolutions like this are non-binding. They don't have the force of law, and they don't stop the bills like S1006 from moving forward. It's a signal that some lawmakers are paying attention, but it ain't enough. Without concrete action, the USPS is still at risk. If you think this resolution means the fight is over, you're mistaken. The fact that it was introduced shows how serious the threat of privatization really is. Y'all are sitting here. They're sitting up here, the lawmakers. There's people that say, hey, let's put this law together. Let's put this law together. There's people on the other side saying, oh shit, we see what you put together. Let's try to combat this. If it were not serious, do you think they would be working to try to stop it? Do you think they would be working to try to stop it? If they foresee a problem, they're trying to nip it in the butt. You think I'm sitting here trying to fuck with y'all. I'm not trying to fuck with you. I'm trying to inform you. Ignorant ass son of a bitches. Stop assuming you're smarter than the system. Politicians and politics are infuriating. I hate politics. Jay does. And it's easy to think that you could do a better job. But governing isn't about being smart. It's about navigating a broken system to get these things done. The people writing these bills aren't idiots. They're strategic. well-funded, and backed by powerful interests. Dismissing these bills outright is dangerous because it underestimates the political process. When they put forth that thing to pre-fund all these retirement people way back when, people did not think the bill would pass. They didn't think it would pass. It was snuck into a larger bill. They were snuck in there and shit passed. Y'all think because we live today that things don't happen. Y'all said that the freaking consolidations wouldn't happen. You said that the electric vehicles would never come to fruition. You said that this, you said that, everything out there. You said, oh, you were not gonna, we worked during COVID. We're gonna definitely get X amount of dollars in our race. I tried to forewarn you with a bunch of different things. Those that follow me understand. It's not about fear mongering. It's about informing you. But if you want to be ignorant and you want to be silly and not at least have this in your back pocket, prepared like me, shit, sometimes you don't need, you got to have it on deck. I have a bunch of weapons. You know why? Just in case. I keep them just in case shit happens, right? Right. You keep medicine in your refrigerator. Why? Because just in case you get sick. Right? Right. Shit like that. You don't, come on, man. Come on. Let's stop being ignorant. What you can do, instead of assuming these bills won't pass, get informed and get involved. Jay is with the letter carriers today. I was with my APWU the other day. Call your representatives, your local representatives. Look them up on Google. Spread awareness. Let your people know what they're trying to do. Pressure lawmakers to protect the USPS. Complacency is how bad laws get passed. Complacency is the enemy of progress. Don't stand for something, you fall for everything. The USPS is too important to every one of my ignorant brothers and sisters. Trust me, Jay was ignorant too. I was. And I'm still learning to this day. I don't know everything, but you know what I do know is that this late in my life, I decided to read and educate myself, to prepare myself for anything that could happen. Y'all keep saying things can't happen. The bills are a threat to the USPS as a whole. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. History has shown us what happens when we ignore warning signs. The resolution .70 is a good step in the right direction, but it ain't enough. Y'all gotta stay vigilant, pay attention. If you wanna live in fear, that's on you. If you wanna say I'm a fear monger, that's in you. But the bottom line is when you hear something you don't wanna hear, you can't say it's fear mongering. You can say whatever you wanna say because it don't affect me anyway. But you should be sharing this information. I've already told you, look the information up for yourself. When you looked it up for yourself, then you came back on and say it'll never pass. I explained why it can pass. Come on, give me something else. Give me something else. You look at the here and now and you have such shallow thought processes. That's what makes us ignorant. Shallow thought processes. That's what keeps us stagnant. Shallow thought processes. We have to look at the bigger picture. And God willing, this stuff don't pass. And then we can sit there and clap and say, okay, we overcame another hurdle. This has happened before, Jay. They've always tried to do this. Every single time they tried to do this, they've come closer and closer and closer. Please do tell me what the 800,000 jobs in 99 down to 560 some odd thousand today. You do the math. Tell me how many jobs that is in less than 25 years. Please, please, please. This is not an I told you so. I'm warning you to be vigilant. Think about what can happen. If it don't happen, we won. This is not a distraction from y'all getting your raises. Shit, my APWU, our contract ended in September 24. They all like, I don't care. Ours are 600 days old. I've been telling y'all about that as well. Look back at my old videos. Again, this ain't about fear mongering. I promise you it ain't about fear mongering. It's about informing you about the what ifs, whys, and the hoods and the coulds and the, please pay attention to history. Pay attention to it. I wish I could share more with you. But when you have somebody put forth a bill that says No more union dues being taken out of our checks. A lot of people are saying, good. Shit, I can understand why. But is it really good? That is weaken the union more. Y'all ain't ready for, there's a lot of people ain't ready for these real life situations. Will the post office exist if we lose the unions? Yes. Will it be split up into a bunch of little fucking things? Probably. What'll be happening to us? Shit if I know. Everybody, oh, it's the people up top. Come on, man. Let's think about this as a union, unified amongst all. I don't even know what else to say. This is JH. I'm out.